Hello people, how are you? How are you doing? Let me just connect with you all people so that I can see your comments. How are you? How are you doing? Okay, cool. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the brand new live stream of the GZ platform. And thank you so much for all the people. I'm just telling you, for those people who are there for since long time. They are coming to this platform, they're joining this, they're learning, they are curious about knowing stuffs and every of those stuff. So I'm really glad for all of you people who are coming, who are growing this community, because without you we are nothing. That is to be very sure. Any company, any product or something is actually nothing in front of if there is no public, then there is nothing to be given, nothing to be taken, nothing to be do anything. So thank you so much for all those people who are coming daily on our live stream, really appreciate those efforts. And I just want to make you and request, all of you people have saw something in this channel, and you all know that this can be one of those channels which can make a beginner learn regarding the crypto world, regarding the trading in all the way aspect, in the most top notch and the simplest way. So I would suggest you that if you have any of your friends, family, relatives in such way that they too want to know, or they are curious regarding even if it's a curious, see, it's not, they don't have to be that those people like I want to do it. He is curious to do it. It's just like if you just want to even know what kind of stuff is happening over here, so they can have an idea. Do they want to enter? Do they don't want to enter, or something like that? So please, I would regularly request you, for all those people who join this live stream daily, to share it, share my video, share the channel to lots and lots of people out there, so that we can grow a community where everybody knows where to come to start their crypto journey, to start their trading journey from the most beginner level to the advanced level. Okay, that's all this channel is for. This channel is for all those people who are very confused regarding where to start, how to start, and all of those things. And I'm really happy that GZBit and the ZBit platform is giving you that opportunity, so that you can start from the scratch, the exact scratch. If you have seen my videos previously, like all those people, and I want to also tell you this one thing, that not every episode is about the beginners. We all know that, because we are climbing that step. We are taking each step every day we are climbing up, and we are achieving a new something, new goal, new strategy, new technique, new skills. We are enhancing it in all the way we are going to the up. But if you are a beginner, my suggestion for you is to stay on the live till the time where you understand things, and the time you feel like this is I'm not understanding, please go on the GZBit platform, go on the live session and check out the previous live streams which are given to you from the scratch, from the exact scratch. What is the scratch of the trading? Scratch of the trading is understanding the market, understanding the candles. Like when you see the market, there are the only those things where we can know what is happening in the market. What kind of movement, what kind of volume, what kind of volatility, what kind of changes in the market. Is it having a crash? It is not having a crash. All those things we understand by one and very simple thing, that is candles. So I started from that episode itself, where I'm telling you all regarding the candles, how you can understand that, how you can understand the psychology, how is it made, why there are different candles, why some are in a small size, some are in the big size, some are having upper, longer, wake up, small. I've told you about the candles in all those aspects, which is only needed for you to understand. Every people have that mentality, even I have the same. That's why I make my content in that way itself, because I understand one thing, that people are not free. To be very honest, nobody's free to watch 4 5 hours of live stream. If people are dedicated toward that specific thing, then there will be a small community. I'm not saying that nobody is free, but at the same point, I have made my content in such way that you won't waste your time. Candlesticks I've explained in the most simplest three questions. What is that candle? Like, what kind of candle is it? Because there are different types of candle. What kind of candle is it? What is the psychology behind it? And how you can trade in it. Three simple. This is the thing which you actually need to understand the market. What is that candle? Because you have to identify it first. If you want to trade in certain candle, you need to identify its characteristic. You need to identify its psychology, what is happening in this candle. Because a candle tells you everything. To be very fair, like, what are we watching in the market? We are just watching the graphs. What is this graph? This graph is made of two blocks, green, red. Some blocks are little different. The green blocks might seem little different, little big, little short, the longer wick and blah blah. There are too many different kinds of stuff. But actually, whenever you see any trading platform, anywhere, you can go anywhere. That is the only thing where we can actually see or understand what is happening in the market. Right? So with that thing, I have created in the very three basic things. First, we need to identify. Whenever we see something, we need to identify what it is. Second thing is, what is the psychology? What is happening in that candle? Why is it the big? Why is it small? Why is it having that shape? Why is it not same and blah? The psychology, what is actually happening in that candle? And third becomes how to trade in it. Because at the end, why we came here? We came here to trade. So these are the three simple steps I've explained you the candlesticks, and in that also there are like several parts. You can see, like, there are single candlesticks, double candlesticks, and triple candlesticks. There are three parts of the candlesticks in the market. Other than that, when you compile the whole candles, you will notice one thing, that compiling the whole candles together, not whole, like respective candles, XYZ number candles, if you compile them together, you will see that it makes us a chart pattern to watch. What is a chart pattern? Chart pattern is nothing but compiling of the candles, and they will make certain patterns. Why we have saying there are patterns? Because we have noticed that this similar kinds of pattern are a lot there in the market, which people have seen in from the most distinct past, from the very beginning, when the people are doing the analysis of the market, what is happening, how is it happening, the character changes, the order blocks, and all of this thing. When they understand this thing, like, let's find out some common loopholes over here, so that we can understand the market in more better future. In that prediction way, like when we predict actually, like, what is going to happen the next? Is it going to be an uptrend? Is it going to be a downtrend? We don't know anything about it. That's why there are so many different analysts in the behind who have done those things and are doing all those stuff for us to analyze the market. They have identified this candlesticks pattern, they have identified this chart pattern as well, and whatever they felt like this is the need for us to know, they have created those indicators as well. And even I'm not saying that everything is already done and now there won't be anything. No, they are still doing the analysis. They are still doing every of the stuffs which is may can help us in the future. Like, even right now we are having so many stuffs already. There are tremendous amount of indicators already in the market to make you understand the market, but you need to understand this key point over here, what I am going to talk. Indicator is there for you to understand, not for doing the trading. Confirmation you can take, but if you want to be dependent on that one indicator, then that is not good. And if, like, for trading, I'm saying, like, if it gives a signal and then you enter or you exit or something like that, if you are doing those things, then trust me, you are in a very wrong path right now. In a beginning, in a paper trading, see, that's why there is a thing called paper trading has been made, where you can go, you practice, You try every stuff, you try whatever you want to stuff, like you want to know regarding the indicators. Yeah, you want to try different combinations of indicators to give you a proper confirmation. For using it for confirmation, that is not at all an issue, because that is what the indicator is meant for. Indicator is there to indicate you that maybe a situation can come up. Get your skills enhanced, understand the market with that confirmation, and then you do the detailed reports and blah blah whatever you want to do in understanding it, and then you take a trade. That is what indicator is meant for. Indicator is not meant for you just like, I indicated you have to buy, I indicated you have to sell right now. No, this is not what indicator is meant for. And most of the indicator which you will see, like there are different types of momentum oscillators, volatility, the trend change indicator, the trend reversal indicator, the moving averages, exponential moving average, which will just calculate some of the past and the present, not the present continuous. Are you getting my point? Sorry, present continuous and past. This is what an indicator is calculating, and this is where it gets very confusing. The indicator gives you a lot of fake signals because of these reasons only, because of the past, present, and the present continuous. These three things are been calculated by an indicator. What is past? Past is just the candle which has already been made. Like for example, if I have to give you example, in an indicator you won't see like just few 10 candles indicator you can see. If I just put indicator right now to show you, just a second. Let's put a random MACD. Yeah. See, the more I go back, all the way around this indicator will follow. This is what basically, this is a past of the chart. This is not a present, this is not a future, this is not present continuous, this is a past. We are looking at the backward at that time. Okay, and clearly at that point you will see that very clear signals we can see in the back. Like this was a signal, and at this point it ended. How much percentage did you got? Like this was, where is that signal? This is that signal, right? Yeah, it gave a signal over here, and we ended at signal somewhere here. This is where the crossover happened. Yeah, this is, what is a percent difference? This is just this is very small percent difference. Like you just rose by one candle, I feel. Yeah, this is the whole 0 point, where is it? Yeah, the crossover. Yeah, this is the crossover. Yeah, this is the crossover. 0.43. Is that even a profit? Very small profit it will give, and more, like I'm not saying that every time, but to be very fair, see, mixture signals over here, it gave you crossover again, crossover. It's so many times it makes you confused, but at a time right now you can see this is a very confusing thing, but at that specific time it just give you signal, a crossover signal, and you will enter, because this front thing is not been made till now, unless the continuous candle are been made. That's what I'm explaining you. This candle calculates what past. This is whole past step. Okay, and the present. Let's come to the present, to the day. Okay, this is present because it's today. Today it's happened. Today is happening. This is today's date. Today's like Saturday. You can clearly see Saturday 24 May 2025 and blah 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 stuff. So this is today's thing happening over here. This is a present. It is also calculating present. It's also calculating the past. And also, if you notice one thing very clearly, that the new candle is also being formed, and at the same point the new indicator is also moving forward in whatever respective calculation data it is been provided by, right? So what are we dealing with over here? We are dealing with P, past, we are dealing with present, P again, and we are dealing with PC, present continuous over here. Now for example, in past we had an extreme level of downfall, extreme, like a complete downfall. In present we are having a little bit up, and in the present continuous, like the candle is a very huge strong candle for downside. This is the common situation. I'm not making a hypothetical situation over here. This is a common situation which happens in the market. So past gave a calculation to the indicator that a downfall is there. Present gave a calculation that a very slow, steady uptrend is coming, and present continuous made a very huge red candle for downside, very huge red candle. Now indicator will give you a very mixed signal. It is very confused at this point at what is happening in the market. That's why the fake signals, the fake indication is being generated by those indicators. Because at the point they are just machine, they are just getting the data and they are giving you the data. He will never able to predict what is gonna come to him. A big red candle, a big green candle, a sideways market. He cannot predict things. He is just calculating the data which is being provided to him. Understand this stuff. Okay? Cool. So that's why indicator should be used for giving a confirmation only, not for having, for example, this is a point. Okay, this is the where was in the past crossover happened on this candle. Okay, and we kept the candle. This was the candle where we entered. Okay, let me just mark. Okay, so at the point of close only people take a trade. Good. This is where I took a trade according to the indicator, and I went up, and this is the indicator which showed me that you take your trade off this indicator. This is the candle, this one, right? Exactly, my dot is going to that crossover situation. Okay, so I will put, this is the crossover, and I will put over here. Okay, I've entered for a short sell. Okay, I've entered for a short sell over here, and my exit is above my target. Is it not minus? Is it not my trade got failed? And I can show you multiple such situations. Okay, this is not just one situation. I can show you multiple situations like this. Like for example, let's talk about the previous one. This is the first one I gave you, false signal. And it is not even a false, it is just a data which has been provided. Now he didn't know that a very sudden up movement will come over here. He doesn't know about that. Whatever data is he getting from the present continuous things, like the people entering, people not entering, and all those things, then only he gets. Now let's take an example of this situation over here. Let me just make it a little big. The crossover, let's go at the crossover. That is my crossover situation. This is the candle which gave me the crossover. Okay, cool. It's the back of the crossover. Actually the crossover happened over here. When you clearly zoom it, I will zoom it for all of you people so that you can clearly see and I can also clearly see. This was before crossover. You can clearly see at this point, this is before crossover. Okay, and this candle is after crossover. There is nothing exactly at the crossover situation. So we'll enter at this position, because after crossover we will enter. This is the point where I entered. Okay, at the closing, obviously people will enter at the close point. They will wait for the candle to close. We entered at the close point. Now let's see, this is the crossover which happened. No. We already talked about this stuff. I was actually talking about this. Yes, sorry, my bad. We already talked about this. I wanted to have a new this. So this is a crossover situation happening from bottom to top, telling us to do what? Telling us to buy us something. Okay, let's just check it out. This is an before crossover. This is after crossover. Where you will put in whatever. This is not even that much distance, so we'll take it somewhere between. We placed an order because the indicator gave us a signal that something is gonna happen. Now we'll just go, and this is the next crossover which we can see at this point. But this is before crossover. We will take this somewhere in between, let's say. Okay, I entered for a buy side. Typically, if you just look, we should get the profit if the market goes up, like maybe even here, even here, even here, even here, or even a little bit over here, very less profit, but at least that would be a profit. And you can clearly see the indicator indicated us to go down. This is a little down from our entry point, which makes it minus. The trade is wrong. So this is the thing why the indicator is not being used by a lot of people. Okay, this is one of those things which makes it very confusing, which will give you a false signal. Indicator is meant to give you false signals. Okay, this is which you cannot help, but yes, indicators are meant for you to give you false signal, and it is not even indicator's problem. The problem is with the data which has been provided. Like I told you, this is the toughest thing to do. Understanding what is gonna happen the next in that 50 seconds or 49 seconds. Everybody can have a guess, or maybe out of for example, if 80 people said this will be a red and 20 people said this will be green, 20 people are right, 80% will be wrong, or it can be vice versa as well. 80% says green and 20% says red. It's just the team you are choosing, which team you are picking, where is the majority standing and all. So at this point, it is very hard to tell in that last 20 seconds what if a very huge candle is formed at this point, or all the candle is gone and it will become a little red in that 10 second, in that 20 second. That is a hard thing to predict, because we can never know who are doing what kind of trade in the market. We cannot know until unless we are that platform itself, like we are owner of that platform, or some inside news. Or some inside news or something like that. Okay, so these are the reasons where you cannot just have a prediction in the market. But like I told you, strategy works. Finding the supply zones, finding the demand zone, like a smart money concept works the best. That's the best thing I will tell to all of my people who are there doing trading, who want to do trading and all those things. Trust me, smart money concept, if you understand this concept, you won't need indicators. For confirmation, you can take. Nobody's saying that if you would use indicator, you are less of a trader. No, there is no such stuff. If you use indicator, it works for you. Good, carry on with it. Just be aware of the fake signal. That's all. Like all those people will tell you regarding the indicator, because at this point when you are like watching the present continuous things, indicator doesn't work at that time. For analyzing the past, yes, it works very accurately, but not for the present thing. Nobody can know what is going to happen. In the present thing. Okay? Cool. Let's just get on with our... Let's analyze the candle, the market. What is happening and all. Yesterday was a complete downfall for the market, which we can clearly see. The market rose for a while, and I want to tell you this one thing as well. Just knowing inside thing, that's not enough. Just knowing the perfect way to analyze the market is not enough. Just knowing the most best strategy is not enough. What is also makes it completely, like this is a half part. What will make it another half? This other half is gathering the news which is happening outside the world, being aware of what is happening outside the world, so you can have an opportunity to grab that trade. Or for example, if this might have triggered something, this candle might have triggered something, there must be any news which triggered this, or maybe the people, like we told you, the micro strategy is gonna buy some amount of the investment in the Bitcoin, like 2.1 billion as per the news we talked about last day itself. 2.1 billion investment they are doing. So maybe they invested first, they made the market go up, and now they are again making the market come down to buy the second or third lot. Always an issue, always there is an probability or chances of doing that thing. Okay, so those are the things which you need to look up, like what is happening outside the news, so that you can make sure that you're enhancing skill. Like, see, news is always going to give you a lot of logical reasons. Understanding the market is just, we are throwing darts in the air, like we don't know where is the target, we are just assuming. Understanding a market is more of a assumption game, because future has not happened, future is yet to happen. If something has not happened, then what we are doing, we are guessing, we are making assumptions. To be very clear, if, and we do what to make our assumption be true, we gather a lot of evidence from the market, from the trend, from the volatility, from outside news and all those things. So more this stuffs you gather for giving your confirmation regarding the market, that yes, this is my evidence and I'm very, very sure that this is going to happen in the future. This gives you a confidence, and it might, see, I'm not saying that 100% you are going to predict the future. No, that nothing, 100% is a myth in the market. There is no 100% in the market. 100% is towards those people only, the platform people. And even those people might feel shocked sometime whenever there is something, majority of people doing something else than whatever they should be doing. And then they have to contact those big players to do something for them. The inside job. Okay, cool. And please be aware of the scams as well. I want to tell you, because I heard 2 to 3 news recently that I don't think so I should be talking about it, so I'll leave it to it. I'll leave it. It's fine. Let's analyze our market. These were the things I wanted to actually tell you all people. And you have seen one thing, that the no, I think so not. That was in R. Okay, maybe in R we can see it, but right now we cannot see it. Cool. No issues. Same kind of structure was made in an R. If you would have noticed, the same stair step, like the market took a very huge demand. People thought there will be supply, the market will come down. Lots of people, you can clearly see the lots of red thing are there, and this is all small candle which justifies what, which represents us, the retailers. Okay, so if these retailers are there, and we can see the majority of people are for red side, market rather than going downside according to the majority, it will trap them and it will go further more. And this was a huge liquidity grab the market might have done. A huge liquidity grab, because at that time everything was bearish. This whole, since the start of the Jan 2025, we have seen the whole bearish market, a strong bearish market. We have touched what? We have touched $73K itself as well. Like we have touched the $73K the market touched from 109, the all-time high which it created at that time. Okay, from there we have seen that market gave a sudden up movement, and that too very continuous one. See, a continuous market came, consolidated, gave a break, went up, consolidated, gave a break, went up, consolidated. Right now it is not consolidating, it is actually going down from here, but not that much. Okay, cool. So on hourly basis, we can clearly see that market is in a situation of recovery. Market had a sudden downfall. This can be one of that. This can be the fair value gap. Fair value gap has been created at this point because it has generally taken the two things over here. Fair value gap has been created. Now to fill this fair value gap, either it will tap in the fair value gap, it will fall more down, or it will try to fill that gap and go up. Always there are two situations. There are not anything in this market who doesn't have a 2 to 3 situations. Nothing in the market has just one simple situation like this happened. Now this is going to happen for sure. There is nothing for sure. There is nothing for one single stuff which is going to happen in the market. There is nothing like that. Okay, everything is there in the market has more than 2 to 3 probability situations which we have to figure out by gathering what? By gathering a multiple evidence with us. Okay, cool. So market has taken a huge leap, like from the highest point 101.12 has become the all-time high for the Bitcoin, and that is a very good news for us. And like I told you, a lot of people are aiming. I'm not saying that this is a surety, but a lot of BlackRock is not a small name. It's a very huge name in the finance sector. It's one of that, not one of it is that one and only the huge, greatest, biggest, whatever pronunciation you want to use, that is the one who is handling the world's wealthiest people's money. You can clearly say that BlackRock is having all the money of the world. It won't be a wrong statement to have, because he's actually maintaining, carrying all those big. Billionaire is small for those people. If I just say billionaire will be a small word for all those people, because that kind of money which they are having, and he's handling, that one company is handling it from the beginning, BlackRock. And he has said to us that in the end of 2025 we can probably see that the market can reach 20 to 200k dollars. 200k dollars this market can reach, which is now at the all-time high of 112. 112 the market is right now at all-time high, but the BlackRock says at the end of 2025 we can see that 200 can be achieved, and some are also saying that the market can reach 120 by the end of quarterly 2 report, that is the end of June. End of June is the price which people are hoping at the end of June, because of the massive buying we can see. Okay, let's go to the lower time frame. Let's see what is happening. From day we shift to hour directly. Okay, let's just go and see the 4 hour. What is happening in the 4 hour? Okay, 4 hour, a little confusing stuffs. In the day we saw a straight consolidation. The candle are just on the side, but here we can see a very small sideways market. A little up, little down, little up, little down, little up, little down. A little waves we can see, but on the day scenario we couldn't see this big of waves. We could see only one single candles which is going in that full side manner. But here it makes it confusing. Why it makes it confusing? At the time when we have already came up, and again we dipped in for grabbing the supply, went up, and now we are having a little down movements. When we see more than 3 candles for the red, for the downside, most of the people believe like maybe now a downtrend can start, because that's how it starts. You can clearly see 2 to 3 continuous and then boom down, 2 to 3 continuous and boom down. This is how actually a downtrend starts. So whenever we see such kind of situation, it makes us very confusing at that point. But we need to understand one thing: what is the volatility in the market at that moment? Volatility is basically, you can just draw a line like this on the higher end of the market, and the market where it has taken the support. Basically support and resistance you can draw, and then you can just check what was the volatility, how much the market fall, how much the market. This is a day, that's why it is looking a lot, but okay, it's just a day, that's why it's looking a lot. 4%, 2%. From here from here to here it's 3.29%. Okay, and let's just say how much was this. This one candle itself is 6.66%. Okay, cool. So there you can also have a comparison of the continuous, like the big candle is like in the range of 5 to 6%, and the sideways market in a day. That this is a day, that's why we are looking at this scenario. If I go shift it into sorry, it's 4 hour, that's why we are looking in this scenario. If we shift into more down for 1 hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, we won't see this much of consolidation, which we will check out. Okay, and the consolidation is of 2 to 3. So you can clearly see the difference. 1%, 5 to 6. This is a big player, BP, and this is the retailers, 2 to 3%. They could move the market. Okay, let's just go a little up. You might have seen this shape a lot. Market going up, sideways, fall down from that exact point. And this is where it decides whether it wants to go up or go down. You might have seen this very same. I will show you. Same. See, went up, sideways, came down. Again, went up, little sideways, came down. Went up, little sideways, came down. This is the pattern you will see very commonly. Same here, the downside was little high, but went up. From here we can see went up, sideways, came down. This pattern, this pillar kind of pattern, we can see a lot in the market. A lot of time you will see same situation. Straight up, little side, came down. Straight up, little side, came down. Straight up, little side, came down. And at this point it choose whether it wants to continue going up or continue falling. This is the thing it chooses. Okay, and it is not predictable. We cannot just say like this is gonna happen. See, same scenario happened. We draw a line at the neckline, it went up, did a little consolidation, fall down, and from there it gave us a complete down situation. And this continuous downfall or the reversal uptrend is all depending on the big player. It is whatever the big player and the market decide. This is not in the hand of retailers. This is not in our hand. Okay, cool. So even right now the same scenario has happened. The point which I want to tell you, same consolidation, came down. Now from here, from that neck line, we have two options. Either the market can go reversal and give us a good uptrend. Maybe we can see 114, 116 getting touched, or from here we can have a downfall and we can come back to that point where the market actually went up. This is the point where the market went up, 102. So maybe we can see at 102 as well the market coming down, and the big player maybe can buy a huge stock from 102 from the first place they bought. This was the first place they made a huge buy. This was the second place where they made a huge buy. So 1 and 2. These are the two levels where a good buying or good selling can happen. One is this and one is this. These are the 2 points where a good buying or good selling can happen. If it wants to have a buying over here, the market has to fall, and then only from here it will buy and it will try to go. If it wants to buy completely from here at the exact same price from where the market was, creating a demand zone is right here. If it from here the demand zone roses and it goes up again at even at the same point or little bit in that range, like this was the range, consolidation range from what, 101 to 110. This was the consolidation range. The market can come up from here and then again try to consolidate to check further if it has a strength to cross the all-time high as well, or to fall down from there. Okay, cool. I don't make supply and demand on 4 hours because 4 hours is a too big time, too much. This is a 3-hour supply I'm drawing over here. According to the 3-hour supply, I can clearly see the market took a huge demand at this point. This was also it, but I want to make something which is near to my market, not very far from my market. This can be one of those stuff, but I want something to be very near from my market. So this was a huge demand, came a very big candle. After that, we took the H and L of the previous candle, we stretched it, and we can clearly see that market actually came. This was the line, the market actually came back. First time was this red candle, came, tapped in, and from there again went up. Took a resistance of it, there will be some supply zone over here. From that supply zone, it came down. Again, it tapped in into that specific demand zone and trying to go up. I'm not saying that from here it will shoot up or something. No, it will try, because we can clearly see after two good candle, green candle, doji candle has formed. Doji candle is a representation of the market. Very strong fight between both the buyers and the sellers. The doji can never represent you that there is a specific winner. Even if it's a green or it's a red, there is no specific winner at the doji. Okay, cool. So this is one supply, one demand zone which I created. Let's make the demand zone in a red color, green color, so that the demand and supply zone is identified very easily. I want in a dark, and I want it to be filled with green, a little light green. Arey bhaya, fillers. Okay, that's my demand zone right there. On the 4-hour candlestick, we have seen this. Okay, let's go to find a supply zone. Supply zone can be at the newest target, or this also can be a supply zone. A very huge candle for downside. Before that, we can draw one line, 110. We can have a small term profit from like 1 second. Yeah, this is the first range. This is the second range. Yeah, this is the first place where we can have, and this thing, like maybe market can come to this moment because a huge candle came. This might have created our supply zone. Okay, let's just see. I'll draw it and we will evaluate it into the lower time frames. If it's accurate, if it's not accurate, if it should be there, it should not be there. Because you might find one thing, that the supply zone which is found at the 3-hour might not be in the 2-hour or 1 hour or 30 minutes or 45 minutes. There might be some different one as well. Okay, so that's why evaluating the supply zone requires the multiple time frame analysis. Let's just do it. For right now, we'll do it and we'll go on evaluating it. Okay, exact stops are taken care. Okay, but I want to change it to the red because obviously supply, it becomes very easy for us to understand now rather than writing it there. This is my supply, this is the demand is from where the market will go up, obviously that's why it's green, and supply where the market falls, that's why it's red. So simple. Okay, should we have that scenario as well in our head? Because I can see one demand zone over here. Should we have that scenario in our head, like market may can come down, and rather than taking the demand from here, it will break and can come to this zone. This is also a scenario which we can keep in our head, but let's just evaluate the lower time frame before. Let's go for 2 hours. Okay. See, in 2 hours we are seeing a little different supply zone. This is the green candle, so we should keep it on that green candle, the previous candle, right? According to 2 hours, that is a little, not that much of big difference, a little difference. Rest all looks very same. I just want to check one thing, which I will check in the 2 hours, or should I check right now? I don't know, when should I check it? This was the last consolidation of the market, and this was the lowest point from where we saw a continuous growth. I just want to plot my fib to check, and that was my highest point. I just want to check, like, okay, we can clearly see the market is taking our greater support from the 0.5 support level, because you all know Fibonacci has the golden ratios in the market. This is one of that golden ratio where we are right now, 0.5, from where it has taken a support from the market. Okay, that's a good sign. In 2 hours we can't see anything. Okay, we are in our 1 hour situation right now. In that 1 hour, now we have to make it little more accurate. That's all, nothing else, that's all. Okay, tapping in is not an issue. Might be, but this is a 2 hour supply zone. Should I think I should respect our 2 hour supply zone, because if I make a supply zone respect of the 1 hour, it will be here somewhere, like something like this. Well, I just keep it like this. Okay. Any greater supply zone at 0.7 in the previous situations? In previous situations, we can see mostly downfall. Zero point 0.7 never have. Yeah, okay. There is one, but not that great. 0.7 is this range. Same supply zone. There is one great, good, not that good, but okay-ish demand zone, but its height goes up to here, which is not possible for us to have. Okay. We cannot, and it is really fine. Maybe we'll find it in 35. Okay, we can make our supply zone a little less accurate over here, but at the same point, nothing. Yeah. That's fine. Let's leave it in that way only. We saw one good supply at this point as well. Tried to go up, but the resistance was high. The supply was strong. It came down. Now it is very above the consolidation range. I'm not getting a point of consulting here. Nice. At least this is very accurate. See, supply and demand doesn't have to be like from demand only the market will go up. The same way, it just depends on from where the market is coming from. If the market is coming from down, it will might act as a resistance, and if the market is coming from the top, it will act as a demand. Cool. So you can clearly see at the same point, a lot of time the market went down. So that is a good sign for us that we have picked up perfect supply. Let's go 35. Hmm. This is 15 minute. In 15 minute, we can see one demand zone, good one, and market has respected it. One, two, three, 4, 5, and recently it is there. Recently, right now it is in that situation. So let's just draw, rather than drawing the whole supply line. I just want to draw one line over there, just to be very sure about it. Like if I get a sudden movement from there, I will be knowing what is happening for what that line is about. Okay, that's the line which I wanted to put. It is a little bit supply zone. अरे यार, अरे यार, अरे यार, अरे यार. Okay. Up, down, going up, sideways market. Took a huge supply, fall down, falling down, on the way to zigzag market. ठीक है. It's not a supply zone. Not a supply zone, but whatever. Let's just go for 5 minutes. Let us see. Hey, sad today? Yeah, I'm sad. In 5 minutes, so many things you can see. So many things. So many where the market has actually taken a resistance, came down, taken resistance, came down, taken resistance, came down. Why? I am not complete right now. What happened to the precious angel? I'll cry. I'll cry. I don't wanna cry. But I'm sad. This is sad life we are living. This is such a sad life. Hmm. 5 minutes makes it very, very confusing. According to 5 minutes, we have a different universe itself. Like so many places, market taken demand, so many places, market taken supply, the recent one itself, so many places. Thus, this is the OG supply which we taken to make an all-time high. Let's just see the recent ones. Laughing in sadness, I can understand. I am a kind of a little abnormal guy. Okay, I don't know when to do what. If I'm sad, I might laugh, and when I laugh, I might be sad. And I'm not laughing, I'm smiling because I'm happy. Someone is calling me precious angel. Huh. Huh. दीवारी मेरा चल गया, ऐसा खंजर मारा सीना मेरा छील गया, मेरी खील वाली हील ले गया। मेरा confused, very confused. मुझे लगा लगी आग, साला फील ले गया। Supply. The time I said it is happening. Yeah, exactly. It's so confusing. Original supply demand is here. The market is doing just consolidation at this point. Nothing else. It's just consolidating. But you are. Thank you. Thank you so much. मुझे लगा लगी आग, वो कभी दिखाना कभी ठिकाना, कभी दी मर्जी कभी दी कभी दी. After consolidation, वो कभी ठिकाना, कभी ठिकाना. Okay. Let's just wait for the market to do its thing now. We did all what we could do. Today is a very sideways market. Let's just wait for market to do its thing now. Wherever it moves, we'll take a trade. कभी नहीं. वो कभी ठिकाना, कभी ठिकाना, कभी फर्श, कभी छाता. Still consolidating, still consolidating. I don't know why, but I believe that it will actually take the original demand zone, not this new one which has been created, the original one, and then maybe we can have a big move. Still is consolidating, waiting for the market to make a move. The more I squeeze, stretch it, it looks like a Netflix logo. Ta-tan! Something like that. Okay. Sudden rise, very sudden rise. Nice. Okay. Okay. Maybe we can have a movement. Okay. It's very similar to this. Same, very big candle became, and followed by 2 to 3 red candle. My arrow is at buy. If it will come, I will do it. Have patience. Have patience. One point five one for 1 minute 40 seconds. 1 minute 40 seconds. Let it come down more in 1 minute 40 seconds. ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. Skapar ban. Incarnated. Okay. A little fair value gap. Reverse, reverse operation. Let's make a take profit over here. I want this as my take profit. Okay, let's ride. We captured the moment. We captured the moment. Let's go. But you can clearly see from that exact point it gives us that situations, that big demands from that point. Should I increase my profit? Should I at least touch these heights? Or should I leave it there? My SL I'm gonna put plus $71 will be my SL. At least we will have some profit from it. Okay, I'll come in 1 minute. Arey, after kicking my profit, it's going up. What is this behavior market? But it's fine, it's fine. In the night, we'll take profit. Oh, 64. Oh, my target was hit. The 64 target was hit. That's nice. I saw 70 only. We lost 200, but we gained 64. So 400 is in our profit. Nice, nice, nice. I didn't expect that my target got hit. $64 incoming. Let's go. I should have kept a little higher. A little higher. But it's fine. Today's profit 64. Sorry, not 64. 641. 641. We already took the profit. Market may come down now, but at least we got our demand zone correct. I was feeling dicey about this demand zone, but it was very correct. Obviously it won't able to touch direct that point. Somewhere it has to resist himself. Let's see what will be that point. Or again we can see that scenario, that zigzag and fall down. That one. So guys, I will meet you by 5. Works? I'll meet you all by 5 and then we can have another session where we are gonna do the live session of the trading, and till that time I'll just research more regarding this. But to be very fair, the setup is perfect. We have our 3 demands downstairs, like this is first, downstairs 1, downstairs 2. We have a 3 demand backing up to us, so we don't have to worry regarding that. The supply zone, yes, we have to figure out the supply zone, proper supply zone, which I cannot see in this point, because as you saw, like I started from one day, from the day 1, and I slowly I started doing the market analysis and all those things, and in those timing I couldn't find the supply. This is the 5-minute time where we can see a major downfall from the market, which we cannot see in the hours or 2 hours or 3 hours or 30 minutes. We cannot see this much. So let's just hope my price is on that the market will try to consolidate, will fall down, and from the same place either will continue downfall or either will reversal the upstairs. Okay, cool. So that was my time, and thank you so much for everybody joining this live stream. I will see you in 2 hours. Okay, for 2 hours you have Nita now, and I will be there by 5 to 7. We'll come back together, we'll share the same screen, same place, same everything, same channel, same everything. Cool. Bye bye everybody. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thank you so much for being a part of this live stream. Okay, bye bye.